Hey guys, it's Ryan here with Trophy Magnets, and today we're going to be playing some Home. This is the first time I've ever put myself on camera, so this is a little new. So I'm going to move the mouse real quick and get it out of the way. And then we are going to do this. All I know about this game is it's an 8-bit horror game. That's all I know. So let's see what happens. Alright, I remembered at that point I was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. That house. Where was I? There was a body. Lying on the floor. Who was it? Kitty! Follow the cat. When in doubt, follow the cat. He knows where to go. He knows where to go. The desk had a computer and some papers on it. And a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Yeah. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? It's a distant memory. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. Going down the stairs, going down the stairs. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home and seeing Rachel. Ooh, lady friend. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs and try to find a way out. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seems like the owner of the house really knew the area. Ooh, what was that? Ugh. An old dining table covered the dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Looks like we got an alcoholic in the house. A black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Should I take it? Yeah? What if you find him? We'll find his wife. If we found him, he's dead. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Doubt it. Thunder! It's this way, before I go down the stairs. A thin, gray mouse was stuck in the trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free him? Yeah, might as well. I have a keen heart for any type of animals except spiders. They can fucking die. I hate spiders. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp smelling dirt. How do you smell damp? Well, I guess it does. Okay, never mind. Why weren't they in a shed? Maybe he doesn't have a shed. A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It'd been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yeah. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Down the stairs. Left. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there were mud caked all over my shoes. The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning, or him. Probably the woman. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like some treetops. Wait, I was going left. What else is left? The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Whoa! What was that? The door was taped and seemed to be stuck. The smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. There's a ladder there. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Yeah. The heavy box moved. The heavy box heaved. There we go. I can read. I can read. I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. Down the ladder. There was a ladder going underground, where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down? Well, yeah. Gotta be a way out, right? I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. They didn't love each other anymore. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. Did I take it? Yeah. I tucked a small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Well, yeah, you've got a gun. As long as it's loaded, you'll be perfectly fine. Now something comes after it, and all you hear is a... That's when you gotta run like hell. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? The desk looked old, and it was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded papers, covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. That doesn't make sense. Oh, me either. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Probably. The way this game is going, yeah, probably. Some kind of homemade rack, slugged together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? Probably. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warning labels. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. Probably blood. This place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Pluck, 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 pluck. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? Ugh. That's a weird sound. Bats. Alright, bats I'm pretty sure do not make that sound. I remembered noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. There's a door over here. I heard whispers. I heard whispers. I think it was him. It was him. It was him. There was an old rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Should I take it? Yeah. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. One can only hope. The rope I found would have let me climb down the ladder safely. Yes, climb down the ladder. I hope the rope doesn't break. I could hear a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. That's always nice. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A passage had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. I'm sure it's okay. Worst case scenario, we turn back. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope that I slid down and pressed against my heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I found that old handgun. At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had already been used. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. He did it! An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. Up the ladder. Maybe I should have gone in that door. What was this? Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take it? Yep. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyways. Okay, I guess the ladder was just a one single room. To the right. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Exit! Found the way out, guys. Found the way out. There was a rusty ladder sunk into water, which had smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Oh. Well, I guess it's not that easy. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take it? Well, yeah, I could use that later. I slipped the knife into my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? Hey, you can never be too careful. You can never be too careful. Oh, that was loud. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. That was a nasty smell. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut it off. Did I turn it? Yeah. Looked like I turned the water flow off with this valve. I wasn't sure, but it looked like some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Well, if you don't, then I don't either. So, let's not mess with it. I don't want to fuck something up. Number 2. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its water flow. Did I turn it? Yes. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Looked like I turned off the water. Alright. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut it off. Did I turn it? Yeah. It's still active. Did I turn it? Yeah. And it's still active. Did I still turn it? Yeah. Looks like I turned the water off. Okay, good. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut it off. Yeah. Did it shut off? Looked like I turned the water flow off. Yes. Okay, good. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. Is this still locked? Yep. Exit. Alright, made it down the ladder. It looked like the water drained from the grate in the wall. There's a small metal key floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Might as well. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd shaped I had no idea what it might open. So I guess it's not the door key. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? This door was locked. Up the ladder I go! Open the door. I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he had been stabbed repeatedly. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes. I thought about the knife I found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys up from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. It's exactly what happened. I have a feeling that I'm the killer and I just have no idea that I did anything. There was a hint of fresh air here. I must have been near an exit, but I wondered what did the key I found in the sewer worker do? And what was the videotape I found? That's an exit. That's the other end of that vent. I knew that. I made my way up the ladder best I could. I could on my leg. Would I really need that gun or that knife before the end? I wondered what was on that VHS tape I found in that locker room. Should I have gone back to check? My head was buzzing with questions, and tired thoughts as I ascended the ladder. Suddenly, I lifted the heavy lid above me. I could smell fresh old pine trees. We're out! Okay, guys, well, we're out of the house and out of the sewer, so I guess I'm gonna end the video here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Remember to comment in the comments below. Tell me what you think about these videos, what I'm doing that you like, what I'm doing that you don't like. I'm up for any type of feedback. I'll fix what I can. If you guys have any suggestions on anything I should play, just let me know. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys!